Now, let me give you an idea of what disease is, so you don't, and whenever, like, sisters get the discharges, or brothers say, well, you know, on the other side, on the side here, right there by the groin, there's a swelling there. Doc, what is that? And all of a sudden, there's this sore that's on the side, and it's like, oh, my God, I'm dying, and syphilis, and can't even put my drawers on. I got to walk funny and sit funny. Well, what's happening is that the body uses the weakest part to get rid of its waste. Now, if you're doing the wild thing constantly, you are creating what is known as a thermal, you are losing the thermal integrity of the area. See, this area keeps a certain temperature constant. And that temperature constant maintains the bacterial proliferation. There are certain bacteria that already exist in this area, such as the spirochete, which scientists in Western medicine say creates or causes syphilis. That's a lie. No bacteria causes any disease. Bacteria are very frail, but they are malleable. They are malleable in that they can change in accordance with the environmental conditions set for them. And that's the beauty and the intelligence of the body. If you are causing a thermal breakdown in this area, it means that this area cannot sustain the proper balance of bacteria, which means that the area cannot get rid of the waste that collects in this area. Your body is constantly filtering waste in this area because this is an outlet for the lymphatic system. Now, if there is a thermal breakdown, it means that the lymphatic system cannot take waste past this area efficiently enough. So when the waste collects, the little bacteria gets signals from the hypothalamus and from the pituitary, and it says, oh man, I got to get to work and get rid of all this filth. My boy be eating all this chicken and fried this and all this crap and all this sugar and this garbage. And right now, he's so weak because he's doing the wild thing all the time, then going out and eating Mickey D burgers, and he's drinking this and he's doing all these things. Now what you have to do is, okay, what you got to do, all right, send down signals to these little bacteria to start eating. So the little bacteria starts to eat up all the waste and filth. That's what they subsist upon. Bacteria only eats on the dead material that's there. They don't eat on live material. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is if the material far out or exceeds the bacterial presence, what does the bacteria have to do? Multiply. So now in comes the vaunted medical scientist, and he takes a pap and he draws your blood, and oh, you got this. Oh, you got problems. He's looking for certain, protocol criteria. What he's essentially looking at is the end result of a process. He's not looking at the cause of the process. Medical science looks at a pile of garbage, sees flies around it, and believes that the flies brought the garbage. You get the scenario? So he in there, he looking at all these germs, and he looking at all this crap, and he's saying, well, wow, look at all these germs, man. You got all these problems. These germs are causing your problems. No, they're not. They're there trying to fight the problem that you instigated in your ignorance. So now the more you eat, the more you act stupid, the more germs, so-called, quote, have to multiply in order to deal with your stupidity. Now what happens is, because the integrity is broken down, the body has to get rid of this waste as efficiently as possible, because the conduits that normally get rid of that waste, which is your intestinal system, your alimentary tract, is blocked. You're constipated. Now the body has to use other ways to get rid of it. What does it do? It opens up the sore at the surface of the what do you call it? And it starts getting rid of all that garbage. And you say, oh my God, look at that. I'm dying. The doc gives you something, he shoots you up with antibiotics or some other garbage that comes out of his ballistic arsenal. And what he does is repress your body's own intelligent reaction to your stupidity. Check.